Good evening. Welcome to our YouTube program tonight. It's my pleasure to be here. Tonight, I'm going to provide some information concerning Tiger Woods. Our topic for tonight is entitled Tiger Wood Claws His Way Back. I'm going to provide some psychoeducational information. I'm not here to render any diagnosis. I'm just making an analysis on certain things and not looking to diagnose a situation at all. So I just want you to sit back, listen, relax, and enjoy. Less than 14 months ago, Tiger Woods was involved in a near-death SUV accident. It's a horrendous car crash, which took place on February the 23rd, 2021. Tiger Woods returns to the sacred grounds of Augusta National for the 86th Masters tournament. In that devastating crash, Tiger Woods almost lost his life, and he was facing amputation of his right leg, with the possibility of never ever walking again, much less playing golf. He completely shattered his right leg. Tiger Woods was in the hospital for 3 months, and all he could do was lie on his back, looking up at the ceiling. It was a terrible situation. I imagine the time that he spent in the hospital. He was contemplating his life. He was doing some retrospective thinking, looking back, probably wondering, how did I get here? Today, Tiger Woods begins an amazing and unlikely comeback, a quest to capture his 6th Masters title. This could be labeled the greatest comeback in the history of sports. 408 days ago, after that tragic accident, and 508 days after playing his last official tournament, a tie for 38th place in the 2020 Masters. Tiger Woods teed off this morning. I wasn't able to see it, but I'm sure it was a phenomenal event. He teed off this morning at 10:34. Since I'm still in the office, I haven't heard what has taken place. But it stated that Tiger Woods is a 50-1 selection to win the tournament, a position behind more than 20 others. The betting world has given him virtually no chance to win anything at the Masters this year. The great Tiger Woods is now ranked 973. This is a man who has dominated golf for years, and he's done it somewhat effortlessly. But he's playing today. So this is historic, and it is amazing in my opinion. So I'm anxious to get home just to hear how he did. But I'm confident that he's doing well. I really am. I'm sure many are questioning his decision to return to competitive golf and a Masters appearance after that devastating accident. We are not talking about an ordinary golfer. His major victories include 5 Masters tournament wins, 4 PGA championships, 3 US championships, 3 British Open championships. Tiger Woods is the #1 golfer to ever hold 4 professional championships at the same time. No one has ever done that. And likely no one will ever do that again. He has won 82 professional PGA events, which ties him with Sam Snead. Tremendous accomplishments. These are extraordinary accomplishments that not just anyone can do. To just say that he's a legend would be underscoring his achievements. So tonight, the golf world is on notice. They're wondering how he's going to perform. How will he do? I'm going to be watching as much of this as I possibly can. Because once again, this is not your ordinary golfer. This is a super extraordinary athlete. And we have to remember that. He is just that good. So to be aware, Tiger Woods is undertaking something that many thought he wouldn't be able to do. This is a sporting event that everyone wants to watch. To be aware and understand the significance of this moment concerning the world of professional golf, it is utterly amazing in that golf, more than any other sporting event, was and remains virtually off limits for underrepresented minority groups, especially African Americans. Of all the registered golfers in the world, 84% are white. Tiger Woods has transformed golf in so many ways. He introduced a serious physical fitness regime to the game of golf by utilizing weightlifting and running to his workout. He implemented the kind of regime that has been a part of other professional sports for years, such as football, baseball, and basketball. Tiger Woods said that he was a talented athlete. Many people don't know this. He used to run the 400 meters and cross-country events, and he decided to approach golf the same way. That is what has transformed his ability on the golf course. He stated that he decided long ago to treat golf as a sport. I let other people treat it as a hobby, he said. He said it would be asinine for someone not to work out and go play football. It doesn't make sense for golf either. So Tiger Woods brought a new game to golf, a new attitude in terms of seeing golf and playing golf in the moment. He brought a new game. He transformed golf. A golf game that included power, distance, and grace, the likes of which had never been seen before on the tour. When they talked about tiger proofing the golf course that he was playing on, Tiger Woods said, "Be my guest." Do you know what he said? Do you know why he said that? Because he knew that it wasn't going to make a difference. There's another reason why he also said, "Go ahead," but I won't state that reason. But he had no problems with that at all. A phenomenal golfer. He brought a new game to the game of golf. His golf game included power and distance that no one had ever seen before. What makes Tiger Woods so great? I'm going to give you 3 reasons, in my professional opinion, why he is just that prolific. And I've been able to work in the field of sports psychology, working with some of the most phenomenal athletes on this planet. So here's my first reason why Tiger Woods is so great. Number 1, his motivation. Tiger Woods is internally, not externally motivated. He's intrinsically motivated to play golf. Intrinsic motivation involves performing a task because it's personally satisfying. It's personally enjoyable and rewarding to you. The person who is intrinsically performing a task simply loves the task. That's why they do it, for no other reason. Someone who is extrinsically motivated completes the task because of outside factors, such as being rewarded for it or receiving a reward. When you're intrinsically motivated to do something, you're going to get it done and perform at the highest level. When Tiger Woods plays golf, his motivation is to outperform every other golfer. His mental game and mindset is incomparable. He's locked in because he loves the game. He's invested and he's extremely focused on what he needs to do in order to dominate. Nike really had the right person in Tiger Woods to endorse their product. The word Nike in the Greek means Nikeo, which means to subdue, to conquer, and to prevail. So when Tiger Woods puts on his Nike hat or his Nike shirt, he's saying that I'm all about dominating, subduing, conquering, and prevailing. That's the mystique behind Tiger Woods. In some ways, he becomes invincible. So he's motivated intrinsically to perform at a very, very high level. The next point, why he's so great and why he's so dominant. Mentally, Tiger Woods, more so than any other golfer, focuses intently on the task at hand, letting nothing bother him. Nothing will unnerve him on that golf course. He won't get upset. He has emotional control when it comes to the game of golf. His concentration is unmatched. He's putting everything into it. So when he's there mentally on that golf course, he's in a zone. He's locked in. Tiger Woods' mental game is phenomenal. He creates a deep internal desire for a social, psychological perspective that causes him to overvalue winning, which is paramount for a positive outcome. The social psychological elements in Tiger Woods are tied to his emotions because he loves the game and he takes the game seriously. So just remember that. This is not an ordinary person when it comes to the game of golf. Here's the last factor that makes him so great. Tiger Woods is involved all the time in what we call muscle memory. What exactly is muscle memory? Muscle memory is a form of procedural memory that involves consolidating a specific task into memory through repetition, which has been synonymously associated with motor learning. So he's had years of just swinging that golf club, chipping shots, muscle memory. When a movement is repeated over and over countless times, the brain creates a long-term muscle memory for that task, for that specific behavior. Because Tiger Woods spends so much time practicing and honing his craft and training, the muscle memory is etched in his mind. So his muscle memory is well developed, which obviously helps his game of golf. In my professional opinion, Tiger Woods has already won the 2022 Masters tournament because no one thought he was ever going to come back to play the game of golf, much less walk. So he's won it already. Just a phenomenal accomplishment. Tiger Woods has clawed his way back to the Masters tournament. He's back under some impossible odds. And I believe that he will compete at a high level. Tiger Woods said yesterday, I heard him. He said, I'm prepared. And I believe that I'm going to perform well. So that tells me a lot. He's feeling his golf game. Last year, I did a video on YouTube. If you didn't see it, take a look at it. It will enlighten you. I said that he would come back only if he wanted to. And he would perform at that level that only Tiger Woods can perform at. Because Tiger Woods wouldn't come back to the Masters if he didn't feel, if he didn't believe that he can compete at a high level. Because that's who he is. He's all about subduing, conquering, and prevailing. So if he gets through today, which I believe he will, and gets through tomorrow, because with golf, for those of you who play, there's a lot of walking, doing 18 holes, 36 holes. and he knows if his leg will hold up. But I know for a fact that his mind will hold up, because mentally, he's phenomenal. As I've said, I've been around athletes, major athletes. And there's a few athletes that I just would not bet against. Tiger Woods is one of them. And I'll share one more with you. I wouldn't bet against Muhammad Ali. The other two, I won't mention their names, but definitely I wouldn't bet against Tiger Woods. He's clawing his way back. He's coming back. So right now, what he does is an existential story. So from a psychological perspective, what that means is that we're watching what he does, even though the end has not yet come. But I'm confident that in the end, when the tournament finishes, he will have performed at a very, very high level. I'm just so happy to see him back. And I know that the tournament is going to be well watched by many, simply because of Tiger Woods. Watch him. He's going to roar back in rare form, because that's who he is. So watch him. In closing, let me say this. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. Be kind. Be respectful. Be nice. Always. Good night.